Welcome to this episode of Brooklyn Park Now. We're at the 8th annual Cops and Kids Fishing Oper. We're at the 8th annual Cops and Kids Fishing Oper. Joining me is kind of the architect of it, Deputy Chief Bruley. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about it. I mean, it's about getting kids introduced to fishing, a Minnesota pastime.
It is. It's about coming out here and having a good day fishing. But behind that is really wanting the police officers to build some relationships with these kids. And we spend time all year kind of selecting kids that we think come from areas that we want to really build relationships with. And then we invite them today and we bus them in. The Metro Transit actually picks them up and brings them here. It's a partnership that we have with them. And then we have all donations from all sorts of businesses inside Brooklyn Park and outside that support our mission. And we actually come out here for the day and fish with kids, and they win prizes.
Yep, I think a lot of people may forget that the fishing pond was donated by a number of people. We put it together and we stock it, DNR does, and I think that getting kids, people forget that some kids don't, they're in Minnesota, you think everybody fishes, some of these kids don't have that chance.
Well, that's exactly it. And one of the great things about this pond, and this is kind of one of the reasons when we built it that we hope would happen, is we bring these kids out and we bring them from apartment complexes and we introduce them to fishing. We give them a fishing pole from Cabela's, we give them a tackle box, then over the course of 4 hours we teach them how to fish. And I can't tell you how many times you'll come back all summer long, these kids will walk up here and fish at this pond during the day and the evening, and it gives them a good, healthy activity that we feel keeps them out of trouble. So it's a win-win all the way around.
Well, I think a lot of people forget is that anybody can come fish here.
Absolutely.
And is it catch and release, we're hoping?
They can take fish if they want to, they can catch and release, they pick. It's absolutely a public water managed by the DNR, just like any other lake. This one just happens to be right in front of our community activity center. So hey Mayor, who did you bring with you today?
I brought my son Jedrick. Last year he got 5 at the Kids and Fishing Oper, so he's back. He wants to break that record he set last year.
Break 5?
Yes.
Perfect. Did you catch any big ones?
Kind of.
Kind of big? Well, I heard that, and I didn't hear it, I actually seen 2 of them, so I can verify. 2 giant catfish were caught here last week, and we're talking like 7 or 8 pounds. So that's gonna be a little bigger, I think, than what you caught last year. So good luck.
Hopefully they don't drag you in.
No kidding.
Hi, Tim the recycling manager here. It's the time of year when we have a lot of family get-togethers, graduations, family reunions, events where we've got lots of food, beverages, usually in plastic bottles or aluminum cans. So when you're planning your party, let's put one other item on your checklist: event recycling containers. It's pretty easy to put a recycling container next to your trash, but just because you put this out here doesn't mean that your partygoers are going to know what to do. So I have some tips. Make the recycling container a different color, shape, and/or size than the trash container. This helps catch people's attention. Use clear signs that incorporate photos or drawings and very few words, because your busy guests don't have time to read small print. Something like this one, a recycling symbol and a drawing of a bottle and a can will do. Place the sign above the container, because your guests are not going to be looking at the sides for what to do. Now, if you don't have extra recycling containers, you can borrow some like these from Hennepin County. Just visit their website for checkout information. And remember to empty those plastic bags into your recycling cart. We don't want the bags in your curbside recycling. Until next time, recycle on, my friends.
So now we're joining one of our participants, Varney. You're here to have some fun? Mm-hmm. And what are you hoping to do? How many fish do you think you're going to try to catch?
1 billion.
1 billion? I heard there's 2 big ones in there. Are you going to take a shot at those? 2 big catfish are in there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So is this your first time fishing?
Yeah, but my sister came here last year.
Did she have fun?
Yep.
And
she bragged about it all the way.
So you need to do better than her so you can brag about it for the next year, right? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. So Marty, how old are you?
About to be 8.
8. So your birthday's coming soon? And then what school do you go to?
Excel Academy.
Oh, nice. It's a good school. Do you have fun there? Mm-hmm. And so as you're here today, are you thinking about what you want to be when you grow up?
Yep.
What are you thinking?
An actor and a model.
Actor and a model.
Yeah, because I'm already in acting class.
All right. So you're learning how to do those kind of things? Is it you finding it fun?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you might be an actor, model, and maybe a part-time fisher.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Well, we are glad you're here, and we want you to have fun, and I hope you catch the most fish so you can hold it over your sister.
Okay.
All right. Now we're joined by our major partner, Cabela's. We have Nicole here to kind of tell us about Cabela's commitment to this event and community.
Yes, we have been partners with the Brooklyn Park Police Department for several years on this event. You know, we like to get out in the community and work with kids and teach them the fun of outdoor sports such as fishing. And so we're happy to be here today and fish with the kids.
Yep. And so much we've talked about is getting kids into good things to do. And you know, some of these kids, especially at this event, don't have that opportunity, and some have never fished before. And so, you know, having you guys here is good for everyone.
Yeah, we enjoy being here, and we were able to donate the fishing rods for all the kids, and they'll get to take them home after the event, and hopefully they'll be able to go out fishing again.
And then you have some volunteers who are going to help teach.
Yep. We have
I've heard
volunteers
rumors
from the
our
store,
cops think they're fishing experts, but
they're not.
They're not.
Well, we'll try to help them out as well.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brooklyn Park Police Department has been phenomenal.
They just kept right at it and kept digging and came up with some answers for me.
They don't stay in their squad cars, they get out and they talk to these kids.
The Brooklyn Park Police Department has 109 sworn officers and 55 civilian support staff.
On our squad car are 3 words that reflect how we police the city of Brooklyn Park: service, justice, and courage.
We serve the residents of the 6th largest city in the state. Come on, let me show you around.
We have 2 police buildings that are both open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to serve our community. Our residents can walk into either location and get a variety of services.
My patrol officers and I patrol 320 miles of road in the city. Have a nice day. I like working in the city of Brooklyn Park because of the diversity of the community. I always wanted to help people.
Brooklyn Park Cops Rock!
As detectives, we serve our community by investigating crimes and working with our residents.
We also have our Safe Streets unit, which is comprised of 4 officers and 1 sergeant. They work low-level narcotics and violent crimes throughout the community.
Our community response units serve our community by working with the youth in the community. We recognize that youth are our city's future. By building positive relationships, we can mentor and lead our kids to make good choices. We build these relationships in many ways, including fishing.
We love fishing.
Sporting activities, and taking time to sit down and talk with the youth.
School resource officers are in all of our junior and senior high schools. We keep the schools safe while engaging the community's youth.
To provide the best police service to our very diverse community, our Police Cadet program prepares future officers who have exceptional diversity skills, knowledge, and community connections.
We serve our community while training to become police officers.
Brooklyn Park Cops Rock! The Patrol Division handles over 75,000 calls for service each year. We serve a community that is 49% diverse. We provide our patrol officers with the best technology and equipment available.
23 members are assigned to SWAT. It's divided into 2 teams, entry and sniper.
We train an additional 16 hours a month to be prepared to serve our community.
Here at the Brooklyn Park Police Department, we have 3 police dogs assigned to our patrol division. Each police dog is trained in locating dangerous fleeing suspects, evidence recovery, or narcotics detection. Take.
Brooklyn Park is one of the few cities that has its own full-time jail. We're open 365 days a year. We've had a lot of success working with our residents to prevent crime.
Crime prevention communicates with residents both through technology and personal interaction. In fact, one of my partners is out conducting a premise survey right now.
We serve our residents by offering safety tips for homes and neighborhoods.
These types of crimes are going.
The Multicultural Advisory Committee serves as a bridge between the police and the immigrant community. It's a chance for the police to learn more about the community it serves and a chance for the community to learn more about the police department.
Child traffic zone.
5123, copy.
Gotta get out of here. He's fine, he's fine.
Okay.
We're here to serve you, but more importantly, we're here to partner with you in making Brooklyn Park an even safer community.
We're joined by our chief, Craig Invelson. Today is a great day. It's something
Yeah.
I know the police department works on every year, and kind of a way to give back to the community, get kids more involved.
Yeah, so we started back in 2009. This is about our 8th year, or this is our 8th year hosting the Cops and Kids Fishing, and it's really evolved over time. We started down at the Mississippi River at River Park. We found that we just didn't have the shoreline there to do it. We then moved to the Champlin Mill Pond up in Champlin, which seemed to not make sense since it was Brooklyn Park Youth. And then we came down to Sunfish Pond here for probably the last 2 or 3 years now. Stocked by the DNR. This used to just be kind of a drainage retaining area, and then through operations and maintenance we came in and cut through it. We got some clay in there so the water stays in, so it's been a very, very successful event here at Sunfish Pond.
Yeah, and so part of the process is during the year as police officers run across kids who may be at risk or kids who I think just need a little leg up and stuff like that, is that if people know of kids like that, should they let the police know, or how best can other people plug in?
Yeah, absolutely. It's grown a lot. I think our first year we had maybe 50, 60 kids, and this year we're going to have well over 100. It just continues to grow year after year. And you're absolutely right. Where a lot of these kids come from is a lot of our school resource officers who deal with kids, talk to teachers, talk to counselors, do that kind of thing. So it's a lot of our underserved youth here in Brooklyn Park that we invite out to this event. This year we actually partnered with Metro Transit. This is their first year coming out. They're going to actually help us with the transportation, getting the kids to the event and getting them back home safely.
Yep, key point.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're here with one of our key sponsors from Target, Jessica Stamp. Jessica, Target gets involved in so many ways in our community. Why the Cops and Kids Fishing Open?
Yep, we have participated in this event many years. We love how many kids are involved, and we love helping out the Brooklyn Park Police Department. So we have such a great time every year, rain or shine, so we love helping out as much as we can.
Yep. And so there's a lot of volunteers here, not just sending people or prizes and stuff like that, but there are actually people taking time off and show up and things like that. I know National Night Out, we see the crew in red coming out. So.
Yes, yeah. We love doing all of that, and we have lots of different members of our team that come participate in all the different events with the Brooklyn Park Police and the community. So lots of different members of our team really enjoy participating in these events.
And obviously Target, the North Campus headquarters has been a boon for us.
Yeah.
We will take more people, keep bringing them, bring them all. But it's nice to see people not only working here, but also participating in our community. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, anytime.
Welcome to Brooklyn Park. Brooklyn Park is a united, safe community of close-knit neighborhoods where 80,000 people are connected to their neighbors and at home. As one of the most culturally rich areas in the Midwest, Brooklyn Park is already the city of 2040, reflecting what the United States will look like in 25 years. Our community pride has been reflected each year in our award-winning National Night Out program, which saw 175 neighborhood parties this year alone. Brooklyn Park is a fast-growing, innovative city of personal and professional possibilities. This bustling hub of investment is home to 1,300 businesses, including 28 Fortune 500 companies. Our unique business-forward community has 1,200 acres of undeveloped land ready to go and is perfectly situated only 15 minutes from downtown Minneapolis. Our Highway 610 business corridor is a growing destination for headquarters, medical device, and precision manufacturing companies. Just ask industry giants, Target, and Olympus. Brooklyn Park offers an undiscovered, extraordinary quality of life. We have wonderful neighborhoods with unique identities and a wide array of price ranges, and our recreational offerings include 85 parks and facilities, including the Mississippi River National Park, Edinburgh, USA, the newly renovated world-class public golf course, Minnesota's only wheelchair baseball softball field, and Historical Item Farm, a working farm and homestead that transports visitors to the beginnings of Brooklyn Park at the turn of the 20th century. The diversity of the workforce and the potential for market growth are among the reasons my businesses have been successful here. Brooklyn Park is not like any other place. Welcome to the Hubbard.
So we're joined by Officer Mike Kirchen, who's here to talk about what you're doing. And this is a new vehicle you brought with us. So talk about it a little bit.
Well, yeah, you know, we love partnering with a lot of the other police agencies around Minneapolis. This is called Bike Cops for Kids. It was started by a couple school cops in Minneapolis back in 2009. The truck is new. The truck was donated by Mike Cerisi and Dean Phillips from the Phillips Family Foundation. And it has everything you need in it to go out into the tougher neighborhoods of Minneapolis and connect with kids in a positive way.
Yep. I think that's what we're trying to do here today, is get kids not only do to fishing, but also make that connection so that when they see police officers, they can come up and talk to them, they can come up and have fun, and hopefully there'll be some mentorships and things like that.
It's really good. It's really neat to see what's going on here today, because it's so true. These kids at this age, they really need that positive interaction with the police officers. And as they grow older, they're really going to learn that they can trust the police, and the police are here to help them.
Yep, I think you're also is that getting kids so that maybe, hey, I can be a cop someday.
Yep.
And that career path, that there's something I can do to help my community. One of them is being a police officer.
We always like to plant that bug. You know, we always tell them in Minneapolis, hey, you know, come and join the Minneapolis Police Department. Try to stay away from the Minneapolis Fire Department and come to the police department. It's a little more fun. And we get ice cream sandwiches. I don't know if do the firefighters get these at all? They don't get ice cream sandwiches.
No, I think it's the same way here, although I'm sure that they're going to ask for an ice cream truck soon.
They will. It's a great tool to have in any city, Mayor.
Yep.
This is a great tool to have.
Yep. Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Now we're joined by Lona Schreiber, more importantly, a Brooklyn Park resident and also our Met Council member.
That's correct.
And we just want to say thank you for the buses, because those kids, it's a great event. If they can't get to it, it doesn't really mean much.
You are absolutely right. We are really, really pleased that we could provide this service. I understand in the past they'd have vans that would pick up these children and bring them here, and what a wonderful, wonderful experience for them, and a good PR for our police force as well.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's, getting those kids in, you forget people may live in Minnesota, but they don't know what it's like to be in Minnesota by fishing and out in the lakes, stuff like that, because they can't get to them. And so we're very appreciative of the fact that you provided the van to help move these kids here.
We're very, very pleased to have been able to help out here.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Tim, the recycling manager. Now, 90% of us throw away food too soon. I'm not talking about if I dropped this blueberry on the floor and it was there past the 5-second rule. I'm talking about food that's fine to eat, but we throw it out anyway. Research shows that a family of 4 loses about $1,500 a year on wasted food. And here's one of the ways I used to waste food. That Best Buy date on the milk jug says yesterday. And I thought that if I drank this milk, I'd end up with some weird disease that I read about somewhere on the internet. Now I'll find a way to use it up by, like, making a bread pudding. There are lots of simple things that you can do to make sure you get your food where it belongs, on the dinner table, not in the trash can. Visit this handy website, savethefood.com, which has details on food-saving topics. And here's a site from England, lovefoodhatewaste.com, that has more tips and tasty recipes to use up those leftover items in the fridge. Remember, it's reduce waste first, then reuse, then recycle. Until next time, continue reducing, my friends.
So now we're joined by Carol. Carol, you're not only a member of Met Transit who helped get busing, but you're also a member of our community. So maybe you can tell us a little about what Met Transit's doing here today to help us.
So I actually work for Metro Transit Police Department in Juvenile Outreach, and they allowed me to help coordinate events and work together and collaborate on this awesome fishing event today. But as well as that, we needed buses for the kids to get here. So Metro Transit provided the bus to pick up the kids in 4 different locations to get them here and to get them home safely. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
No, it is. That's great, because without partnerships like that, our kids can't get to lakes, let alone get to this pond, and sometimes there's miles to walk, and so we greatly appreciate your guys' partnership.
Well, thank you for allowing us that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for this edition of Brooklyn Park Now. We'll see you next time.